10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Lone Druid.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oracle.
Dire team pick.
Welcome back, lads and ladies. We're here again. We're on schedule, kinda, mostly, pretty much there. We're going into EU West, as it looks like my camera is lagging a touch, but let's just switch away into the game, shall we? London Conspiracy going up against Finem. It's one of our best of ones from the EU West group stage here for WePlay Season 3. Following up this will be Samurai Champloo up against Prius. But without further ado, crack into the draft and welcome in my stats man, Scant, and also my co-caster, Ryu. What's going on, man?
Good, man. When are we gonna have 3 casts? Tridecast. When is that happening?
Soon. We'll set up a quadcast. We'll have you, Scant,
What?
Nahaz, and me. We'll have bring the band back together. We'll have all 4. This
We
draft,
won't even talk about Dota at that point.
no, we'll just be shit talking nonsense.
Oh yeah.
This draft is actually, it feels weird to me because the past like 5 games I've cast today, they've all been between kind of the same teams, all these CIS squads, where OD, Invoker, Lone Druid, Oracle, they're all kind of banned out or first phase picked, and this game, Lone Druid gets through, Adfinem get their hands on it, but Chen Witch Doctor are the 2 initial bans here from either team. I understand the Chen, but why would you ban Witch Doctor in the first phase?
Kind of like what we saw from Shadow Priest last patch, where against, you would say, a person like Fly, you would always think about, hey, well, I kind of need to ban this, or Crit playing his Winter Wyvern signature, and you're like, well, I would really love to ban out this support hero right now, just because of how much work he's able to put in the early game, the mid game, and the late game. So, Witch Doctor, obviously, he can apply a lot of pressure early on, and
Radiant
I'm
team
not saying it's the best ban here, but when you have a lone druid and you want to go for that, it can ruin your day if you just have these casts bouncing around on you, and you have to be an insane micro player to make sure that the casts aren't constantly onto you.
LC have responded. Bane,
Dire
Oracle.
team
2
back.
supports on one side, 2 cores on the other. Finem, Druid OD. London Conspiracy. They don't get their hands on that OD for Baby Knight, which he has definitely been excelling with. He's going to have to actually switch things up. No mid Broodmother, no mid OD for
10
him.
seconds remaining.
Find out if he goes for that Razor matchup we've seen a little bit from EU West. The Razor
5
against Outlaw
seconds
Devourer,
remaining.
kind of 1v1. Of course, nothing's ever in a vacuum. If you've got Bane and Oracle able to come in, TP
Reserve
react
time.
and help you out. Yeah, rough days for OD, but the Kefka hero's banned out. His Beastmaster has been
Dire team
pretty
pick.
sublime recently. Timings on his Necrobooks good. Map control's been good with his Hawks flying around, but it's his laning presence really that's kind of excited me. He's good at bullying supports, and he's very good at knowing when he has to leave a lane, give away his tier 1, when he needs to go farm the jungle, when he needs to come back and defend. Everything is just very crisp about his play. Our hands on it, and we'll see. I think they're aiming for here
10
with Bane
seconds
Oracle.
remaining.
They banned out the 2 roaming duo.
5
There's not too many
seconds
left.
remaining.
Maybe Tusk and Earthshaker if Team AF want to go for that, but on a Conspiracy, they
Reserve
just don't
time.
want to get roamed on right now, and I think they're looking for... Alina is really good in these situations when you want to burst down like a lone druid or an OD, but at the same time, most people have not been going for that route. Invoker's banned out here. DP is always an option. And
Radiant
we've
team
seen
pick.
a lot of Juggernauts as well as Weavers trying to counteract the lone druid. If you get one setup stun and into a spin, normally he's going to be dead. And also Weaver, he can just
Dire
easily
team
chase down the lone druid and kill him early on until he gets to level 6. And Vengeful Spirit's now being picked up from Team AF. This is a really good hero, just coupled up with their lineup. It can easily swap out targets in trouble, and we might even see it roam around a bit.
Yeah, Boots first Vend is definitely a possibility here. She could be playing in that 4 role while you pick someone else to be a little more static on lanes and keep safe laner up and
10
happy.
seconds remaining.
Juggernaut was in Nord for the majority of the day today. I don't think we saw him picked
5
or banned
seconds remaining.
even once in all of the CIS games. Nahas was saying, people have kind of figured him out. They know his
Reserve
timing.
time.
Like Healing Ward pushing into tier 1, sort of 8-9 minutes in. Battle Fury by, 13 to 16 minutes, that kind of timing. And then he just goes around farming and just rotating and cycling between the two. If you can hit him hard in the laning stage before he gets into the...
Radiant
If you can
team
dodge his
pick.
fights when Omni Slash is up, you have something like, the swap, the Astral. Finem have ways of dealing with the Juggernaut's aggressive power. So the defensive ones, with Lone Druid Bear able to go back and hit the healing ward in the fight. So LC, Baby Knight, Queen of Pain, this is going to add even more aggression to their arsenal.
Mirana.
Even pick off power onto heroes like the
Dire
Lone
team
Druid,
back.
but
Oh god.
is this
Help.
a core Mirana, or is it
No,
going to
this
be
is
roaming
roaming.
Mirana?
Help mid lane. Help. Help. ASAP.
Fly, arrows, fly!
Oh boy. Queen of Pain versus OD matchup is already skewed in the
10
favor of
seconds
OD
remaining.
once he gets those levels up and starts intelligence training you, and then now you have
5
to
seconds
think about the
remaining.
arrows constantly flying out. Oh boy, Queen of Pain, you're gonna be in for a rough one here in the mid lane,
Reserve
so
time.
looking to see how London Conspiracy fight back in the early game aggression here. And just to touch back on what you said with the Juggernaut, even Juggernaut against Lone Druid's not that great because, I mean, he's just so tanky and it bounces between the bears. Like, yeah, it kind of forces you into that Battle Fury, so you're able to do at least some damage when you're bouncing around. That's the biggest problem with Juggernaut is you have to isolate out the cores if you really want to have a good ultimate. And in this situation, you said they have a lot of things like Leap now they added to their lineup. Can also invis somebody, and if they don't have dust or sentries, you
Radiant
could be
team
pretty much
back.
screwed when you're chasing down heroes.
Looking back at this, and it feels quite heavily that the Bane was like a knee-jerk reaction to the Lone Druid. People have been trying all these different things at stopping Lone Druid from double stacking the wave, pulling across into the river, and
10
all that
seconds
nonsense he does with
remaining.
his Spirit Bear. Bane is one of the few heroes, and I guess Oracle can definitely
5
pile in
seconds remaining.
or lockdown to stop the bear from dragging these creep waves around and give Lone Druid his
Reserve
automatic
time.
level 3. Out, add Finem. Looks like LC have got their number, looking for that core hero finally. do you want to add to your lineup? Because you've got a ton of damage between OD, Lone Druid. You've got the kind of timings where you push forward for that 20-minute point to go and fight. Venge and Mirana pretty decent at roaming. Don't have a good amount of sustain in your team fights. And you don't have any real good instant nuke damage. There's no big burst here to, let's say, kill a Queen of Pain before she can run away.
Yeah,
What-
there's no wave clear as well. That's why
Dire
Jurion's
team
kind of a really good ban there. They need some kind of deep push, or just they're gonna have to win out on the lanes and rotate pretty well. You need another space creator for the Lone Druid here, so getting out spins pretty decent, adds a lot to the team fights with the armor, and if you get the good stuns, Godstring helps early on. But London Conspiracy, they need an offlaner here. What's really left besides a
10
Batrider?
seconds remaining.
The
Not
Weaver is
seeing-
still out there.
Batrider against Venge
5
plus Lone
seconds
Druid,
remaining.
depending on the timing of the Lone Druid. And Savage Roar.
Reserve time.
We also have OD Imprisonment.
Seen a lot of Legion Commander today, but I don't know if this is something London Conspiracy will be thinking about picking up. Abaddon, Spirit Breaker are out there, but it's going to be the Slardar.
Radiant
Ancient
team
hero.
pick.
Oh.
Once was played a lot.
Rubik
Okay,
is the
Core
final one. Is it
Venge.
Mirana? Is it Core Mirana or Core Venge? Core Venge. Hey.
I just think the roaming duo of Mirana plus OD is way too good to pass up. I guess you could technically, Astro into, Venge Rubik coming to the gank as well, and they'd have enough lockdown, hopefully, to burst through the Queen of Pain. Mirana core doesn't sound that bad in this situation. Like I said, they have no wave clear. I guess the Rubik adds it now. They have Starfall as well as the Rubik spamming out. Let's see, what kind of spells can he steal? I mean, we've seen some really good Slardar crushes being stole before. Pain
Script.
Script. There's so many spells here.
Let's
10
get his
seconds
hands on.
remaining.
So Madara there at one roll. That is Skylark on the Lone
5
Druid. He's
seconds
renamed himself a thing obnoxious. Call him Skylark. That's his name. That's what he's going to be known as. Oh, pronounce his name then. Pronounce the orange player's name.
Prepare for battle.
You failed.
I got it.
Exactly how
I don't
to
know
do it.
either.
Knows.
Gantz would know. He's the better guy.
Gant doesn't know. South Africa.
Oh,
About
yeah,
the
did he-
European ways? That's just racist now, Ryu.
That's just racist.
That's just racist.
I had a lot of people come up to me and say those things like, "Hey,
Uh-huh.
how do you pronounce things in Africa?" And they would just do those things like, "What?" And I was like, "Are they serious?" And I
Yeah,
was like,
there
they
are,
was like,
there are
"Yeah."
languages with clicks and waffle sounds in them. You're from Texas, you would never understand these things.
Uh,
You only
what
know
I
the
understand
language
in
of
Texas?
hamburgers.
Fuck mosquitoes. That's what.
30
Jeez, that's the
seconds
one
to
good thing
battle.
about Europe. It's like really cold, but in the summertime, oh man, really bad here. But
Fine.
it's kind of like all year round in Texas. You just
I know.
constantly bloodsuckers on you. Pretty
I know.
sure in Africa too. I don't know how bad it is in South Africa. Or Wisconsin.
In Southeast Asia, there's mosquitoes everywhere. I'll tell you that much.
I think with pollution and all this carbon emissions that it would be killed off. No.
The battle
Nothing helps.
begins.
What are you talking about? What? Oh, okay, whatever. We're just gonna focus on the game now because, my goodness, Ryu. What?
I'm trolling, man.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
I mean, there's
The
so much
American
pollution
education system at work right here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's pretty true.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Lone Druid up at the top lane. The Bane Elemental. He's not even trying to double stack the wave or pull it across or anything. He's not even trying to go to lane. He's just going to try and farm this jungle camp as much as he possibly can to get his level 2, level 3. Mid, OD already applying the pressure onto Baby Knight with the arrow forward. This should not be able to kill BBK. He can blink himself away with a Fairy Fire available as well. That has forced himself to salve up, and this is a lot of regen burnt just by an Astral into arrow. Now you've got that guaranteed 4-second window. Barton knows exactly when to launch, exactly when it's going to hit. Well, down at bottom lane, Kefka and Sol and the Bane has moved down towards bottom lane to help this Slardar. Against the Venge Rubik, these guys are very good at trading hits, reasonably tanky, and they have kill potential from the offlane.
Yeah, you just have to really have your P's and Q's here for the Spartan Warrior rotating around. I mean, he's just gonna get a lot done. They have Rubik lift into stuns. And no amount of Bane being here is gonna save you too. Once you get, you know, triple stunned here.
Druid finally decides to join the action up at top. Gets to level 2 as well. The drag across is going to get one creep, but doesn't get the full wave. Try and mirror what Diva's doing up at this top lane. Pulling and getting himself levels, but it's a tri lane down at bottom as Spartan has given up on mid for now. Try and mitigate how much damage Solon and Kefka can actually do up against this full lane. Maybe next time just running back and forth with the boots up. A little bit surprised. Oh, they do. They've got smoke on Spartan. So after this 2-minute rune, they can fight here a little bit, then go and smoke themselves back towards mid. Spartan forces them back, and maybe next time grabs the illusion while up at top, Baby Knight. Bounty up there, but Thug. How's he doing last hits wise? 10 and 5 against the 5 and 0. Just quite having it an atrocious time.
Yeah, the only time OD can really lose out on this matchup, it's first 2 minutes. When you get your Shadow Strike up to, say, level 2 here, that's what he has, but it's just because of that early arrow, you can't trade hits because you wasted your salve already. They do know where Spartan is. Oh, this is, you kind of have to go on this play.
No leak.
This is nice. This is first blood.
There's going to be a kill. Shadow Strike through. Spartan is dead. Buys up as much as he can, but that attempted arrow mid lane will cost him his life.
Just a little.
Running away from an illusion. Rubik Telekinesis could put him up on the cliff, because Kefka has been very careful with his positioning. Well, actually to keep you back towards middle lane, the Dar Observer Ward are going to perfectly scout him out. But with the Astral already down on the Queen of Pain, it's going to land perfectly on his head.
No.
Baby Knight gets taken out as Thug. He consolidates and secures this laning stage for himself.
Yeah, let's look at the net worth a little right here. Yeah, 500. I mean, he gave 500 over because of that first blood, or 400. At the same time, he's still getting absolutely crushed here in this lane. And Spartan getting level 2 now. It's like he won't be dying here. And Baby Knight, I'm just watching him TP, and I just want to see what he can do. He's just... Poor guy, he just has to back off so far away. Can't even play aggressive as a Queen of Pain. And
Mirana's going to show herself. Astral is there already though, and with this arrow flying in, Baby Knight smacked right in the kisser, but Thug can't go in behind the tier 1, so it's going to be a little bit of a harass. Secure that top bounty rune, or the top rune for Thug. He's depleting through these charges down at bot. Stolen. This Bane is really struggling to find his niche. You know, he's walking around from top to mid to bot, just waiting and honestly struggling to really do anything. Telekinesis down bot lane. Oh, the stun from Madara. Arrow flying across as well, but it's not going to land onto Kefka. Sprinting himself out of danger. Salving up, but it's a hasted Mirana. Bane Elemental. Nightmare's up, taken away by maybe next time, so that Spartan can maybe get a little more damage down. Fine, he's happy and safe. Great thing is, for Finem is up at top lane, Lone Druid is getting a lot of experience.
hey, I've been watching him play. He's done a really good job of, even when Beaver uses his fortunes in on the hero, he just immediately runs the bear at Yellowpea and he uses his Savage Roar. He's done a really good job making sure he doesn't get spin on top of him when he has the fortune in. So in that regard, he's just getting so much in the off lane here. And he just resummoned his bear. He's very careful he doesn't die now. But as the Bane's just been rotating, helping out mid, Baby Knight's been crushed. Bottom lane, Kefka is only level 3, so he did help out with the levels in the bottom lane. It's just he hasn't had an impact with the mid lane or mid.
The arrow here doesn't look like it is. Land on the creep wave and Thug. He was forced back by Solon, but Solon walks in to take a couple of arcane orb hits, and that's not exactly what you want to give this OD. More intelligence to deal back into Baby Knight. That damage. High ground obs towards Spartan. They've got the Astral again, right? It's ready. They need this timing. They're not going to go for it. Defensively, Thug maybe could have thought about going for that initiation. With Spartan making his wander over into the dire jungle, but again, great vision and great warding from London Conspiracy. If they can't do anything about the Astral into Arrow combo, at least know where the Mirana is, so maybe the Bane can go and 1v1 him. Back a tiny amount. Baby Knight hit with the arrow and the stunning from Madara. The damage output is good, but Kefka can't do anything about this. Queen of Pain is gone, and the Slardar might be gone as well, waiting in the little Roche pit for the Crush to run himself away. No? trying to deny himself the Roche, but it's all too late. Madara gets out of there with a double kill. And for a Vengeful Spirit 1 roll, an early start like this, an early lead, is just superb.
Yeah, it just gives you so much of the levels that you really need on the Avenge as well as the kills, getting the items. Arrow mid, no on fishing, not going to hit anything though. But yeah, it just adds to your snowball effect. It allows you to push down towers really effectively here. And going into this Helm of the Dom, so she's going to have a lot more pressure. She can pull creep waves back. Obviously, you don't really want to stack this game for anyone. In particular, they don't have really any AoE to really clear it out, but it just helps out a lot when you have the, the creep there. A wolf helps back up. Even an extra stun can lead to a lot of kills if she wants to go for the centaur here.
We're hunting out the lone druid. No obs or sentries placed over the region, but there is one up on the high ground by the tier 1 up at the top. Fallen, Biver, as well as Yellowpea up at this top lane maybe can look to kill onto this bear, but it's all incredibly risky. Key reactions can come in at any time. Any number of these heroes, Madara coming in, this Vengeful Spirit's level 7 now. Swap. Catching people off guard, Kefka. Careful with your... Cannot move too far forward into the creep wave. It's just going to be a hard shove into the tier 1. Madara pressuring into this tower. Catapult wave at the ready.
Top tower is under attack.
No wave clear like you mentioned in the draft. Baby Knight. He's level 6. But with his Sonic Wave, where's he going to go? Does he TP try and fight up at the tier 1 with the rest of his team? Or does he play defensively, try and kill bottom lane? Because Kefka's the one that's already dead. The Scream Sonic Wave is a good amount of damage on the Madara, but he turns and fights. And with a stun up in a couple of seconds, might look for the swap back onto Baby Knight. Goes in with the stun as well. The damage up is good, but in comes Olin. Clears up the Vengeful Spirit at long last, and now looks for the Nightmare. Maybe next time. Obliterated from this world and enters the Planal regions. Sends him packing, but it's a smoke up the top as Finem looking to counteract that aggressive move. A little bit of their own great arrow. Spartan catches him perfectly, and Yellowpea crushed through with that damage from OD, and with no mana remaining, no life remaining either. Pretty decent pop of numbers there.
So many great things coming out there. I want to start off by talking about how the bottom arrow hit the siege creep in the top lane. That helped out so much for this tower would probably be dead if not denied or something. And bottom lane, here we go, another stun. Baby Knight, yeah. Thing, Madara could have TP'd away and lived, but he got really greedy, wanted to go for the kill, and didn't expect really the Bane to be TPing in so fast. And still, they got another kill on Baby Knight here again, and this is just working out tremendously for them, as well as Juggernaut. Oh, bottom mid, Kefka's trouble.
Oh, the Nightmare dodges the Starstorm, the initial hit anyway, and Kefka is okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So much havoc being caused.
Oh my god,
at top lane, the entangle.
Lane.
Juggernaut, are you in trouble? One more entangle hit. He's got the healing ward down, so Yellowpea will be okay for now. But he just got back to lane. Being crushed by this lone druid in the 1v1, he needs support to help him out, and with the arrow flying,
Dire's structures are
gonna trace him.
Dire's bottom tower
Back end.
is under attack.
Spartan being a really incredibly strong force in this game, the way that Finem have been racking up gold on their OD and Ven. The lone druid is farming well in the early stages as well, with Midas, he's completed a 10-minute Midas Fury off lane lone druid when initially he couldn't go back to lane. It's all incredibly crisp and got to show for it. Gold, while Baby Knight mid, he's just finished treads.
One of the builds that I really dislike on Juggernaut, and Yellowpea does it every single time I cast him. It's going no magic wand, no Aquila, no mana regen whatsoever. So he's forced to rely on Beaver heavily, like with his mana boots, to cast all of his spells, even 2 of his spells. Cannot even get off Breakers 90, and then Omni Slash is 200. Say you wanted to just use some mana or one hit from OD, and you're pretty much screwed. So.
With the 3 of them. Slowly but surely taking out the tower until the sword comes in into the stun, and Yellowpea healed up and kept alive with that false promise. But on an entangle, all they need is a stun to stop it, but they can't. Baby Knight will be the sacrificial lamb. Instead he died in base. You're right, Yellowpea dead in the fountain. And you know what, man? They didn't even get the tower. It's gonna get denied.
Their face. That's
Travis
just putting on so much aggression and at all the wrong times too. They're like, oh, we have to desperately get this. We have a ward out. We're kind of have, but still, once again, Madara is just playing superb this game. He's 5-1, getting all the right initiations at all the right times. I think they did a swap into an arrow combination there, so they were able to even hit, and then just went to town on him. They must have had like 4 or 5 attacks each onto the Juggernaut before he could get away, and super crushed there. And Baby Knight blinked in aggressively already.
They have an arrow. The TP's coming in from the Mirana. Gonna have to throw it now. It's no very close. Good attempt. Be a little cleaner there. Maybe if Spartan had aimed a little bit to the right, but you never know where Baby Knight's gonna move.
Potentially had to kill it. Ugg had just waited a little longer on the Astral because he blinked in aggressively. His cooldown on blink is so long, 15 seconds. You have to know it's only level 1 or 2, considering he's only level 8. So Ugg probably knew this. Could have waited a little bit longer, but
Madara's running around with a purge creep. I mean, I guess you can purge amplified damage off yourself, I guess. Apart from that, it's going to be the nasty little devil that goes with swap all around. We've all seen the YouTube videos, you know, the purge going in. 5-second duration, 3-second cooldown. You get, 4 of them.
Purge that Shadow Strike, baby. Oh, they have eyes on maybe next time here. Oh, he's got a crush here.
Baby Knight. He stepped alive with a False Promise, and a Sonic Wave is a good amount of damage. I think the False Promise is going to kill him as soon as he punches up out of the Astral. Yep, there we go. Supernova implodes, and Madara just clears up. Bivra finds him with a swap, now into the stun. Take him out, and add Finem. They are running away with this game. 11-3, 30 minutes in. Kefka is 900 from his blink. Baby Knight has nothing. Still trying to farm into that Battle Fury. Sometimes it's relatively easy to see what a team has to buy or do to get back into a game. But in this one, with early game pressure...
too, man. I'm scratching my eyes
like
something. I'm like, what? What do they do?
Because
Dagger on Slardart? That's funny. He's about to die again here.
I think it would be fine if they weren't against the Lone Druid. Like, if this Lone Druid was any other hero, I'd say...
Oh, he got Blink. There it is. Oh,
no,
they saw him.
Oh,
no. They can steal something. He's still sprinting.
Kefka, no mana for the crush. He's taking a decent amount of damage here, and as the sprint wears off, Thug should be able to come in and just hit him once. Maybe next time's the one that's... Oh, he's just running around. Maybe next time. Cheeky little devil. Roshan's going to be easy here for them. 2 and 2 in the wave, and the Vengeance Aura. The Lone Druid tanks it up. Roshan's going to drop. No contest from LC.
Just like skittering around like a weaver right now on maybe next time. Oh. Stunning Conspiracy definitely not having a good game. You kind of put yourself into this situation when you pick Queen of Pain like that, and sure they try to stir up all the ways that you couldn't get ganked by banning out the Bounty Hunter, by banning out the Earth Spirit, and then what do they do? They just pick up the Mirana, and even still, if they didn't even have that roaming potential on mid, Queen of Pain still doesn't do the best against the OD, so...
Radiant's top tower
100 until that bear has a Radiance. 1.5 minutes in as well, he's getting free farm at bottom lane, he's got Madara actually supporting him down here until a TP up at top to help out Thug. He just run head on. LC Heroes, it's just all so simple for AF to sit back and farm, push out these lanes. They, not just that they're under no pressure that comes from London Conspiracy when they do want the strike is so minimal. Juggernaut level 1 Omni Slash, it's barely going to tickle at Finem here if they group up as 5. The only thing that LC has is really this Oracle to keep people alive when they get initiated on.
I mean, you have Avenge right now doing 166 DPS, and she attacks so fast right now. She is easily a huge carry right now, and biggest thing, right? If we're talking about this, Solan's probably going to get picked off here. What are they going to steal, if anything? Green Step. Hurt. But even if it goes into the later stages of the game, they just mess up so hard on their timing. I mean, there's no way they can out-carry an OD in this situation. Even a Lone Druid, they don't have many answers.
It's going to be the battle that they have to really play out. Baby Knight's still trying to farm himself up into some semblance of an item. At this point, you wonder, will it be the Evil Scepter? He's going to rush BKB.
Radiant's
aim
structures
towards?
are fortified.
There's primary, because Aghanim said it's going to take too long when the push is coming up on your high ground. He's moving into Orchid with an Oblivion Staff picked up, but Lone Druid, he doesn't care.
Dire's top tower
He's
is
just
under
going to
attack.
knock on your front door and break it down after you don't answer, because LC are in no state to fight. They've got no blink on Slardar. They've got no, oh, they do have Fiend's Grip now, level 6 on the Bane. So they've got no good form of initiation.
They don't even have wave clear on their own side.
Oh,
Oh,
swap back, Madara, Banjo, Oracle, he's got him and kept it in the mix of all those things. The Sonic Wave across, and Madara heals up through it all, and Baby Knight nightmared up to dodge the Storm again, but he's still taken out. Bug with a mega kill streak takes the tower and takes this lane of racks 17 minutes into this game while you look at the Juggernaut.
Are we back on
Dire's
schedule,
top
Durka?
barracks
I
has
think we
fallen.
are, man.
Alright.
Dire's
Juggernaut,
top
the
barracks
yellow
are under
bee.
attack.
Just trying to stat pad right now. I mean, there's.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess since they're so low level from London Conspiracy that they're just waiting to respawn and fight one last time, but
70 minutes, Radiant spare. TSP towers dropping like flies, the spin forward from the Juggernaut, looking for maybe next time, and he might be Omni Slash, but look at that stun control and taking him out. He wanted the Omni, but he doesn't get it, and Vibber, I think the G's are coming. There we have it. Baby Knight taps out. It's
you got
done.
4 Gs, baby. You got 6 Gs. Can we get 7 Gs?
I'm
8
rich.
Gs?
I'm rich.
8 Gs. Come on, 8 Gs. AA.
Had Finem. Looking good. Looking good. London Conspiracy destroyed in 17.5 minutes, and this pushes us actually beyond the schedule. We're so beyond the schedule that we've actually gone back in time. We are now 10 minutes ahead of schedule.
Do we still start on ASAP?
I'm not.